hands it off. The wrap. He cuts to the inside. The 2, the 10, nice. The 5. Touchdown! So, and here they go. They're going to drop back. Mulman's going to throw across the center. It's intercepted! Intercepted right there by the linebacker. Here we go. Hutchinson drops back, looks to the right. He's going to take it himself. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies!
And good evening, football fans of McMinnville High School. Welcome to Sherwood High School. I'm Jeff Ivey along with David Manriquez as we're getting ready to bring you all the action tonight of this conference showdown tonight in the Pacific Conference between 1-0 McMinnville versus 1-0 Sherwood in conference. Both teams come in tonight with a standing of 3-2 overall. This is a big game tonight, David.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yes, sir, it definitely is. It's just exciting to be here, man. It's an incredible facility here tonight. First time that I've been here, so got a chance to walk around a little bit, check it out. It's a great facility for a great football game tonight.
Same here. First time we've ever been here. Of course, the school is just about 2 years old, built a couple years ago, and it is a wonderful facility. You can see the teams at the midfield right now as they are determining who's going to receive and who's going to kick. But David, I wanted to talk about the stud running back for McMinnville tonight. We were talking about him a little bit earlier, Austin Rapp. What an incredible season he's having so far.
Yeah, an incredible season and just an incredible game last week.
Yes.
Where he just completely gained his confidence back after having to struggle against Lake Oswego and just played with a whole lot better energy and just a better approach to the game. And you really saw him follow his tackles and really, stack up a ton of yardage last week along with some touchdowns. So,
yeah, over 230 yards in the game last week, 4 touchdowns. On the season, incredible 789 yards on 71 carries with 11 touchdowns, averaging over 11 yards every time he touches the ball. They're going to need a lot of him tonight if they're going to have a chance in this game against a pretty good Sherwood team.
Yeah, and I mean, after you look at the stat line and you think about where he was at after the Lake Oswego game, you're like, wow, like, completely different night and day.
Yeah.
Lake Oswego just completely gone in that game, and then he comes back and puts up a great stat line, and it's just a testament to the work that he's put in for the season. Because I really think that was a small dose of what he's done this season, and it just was not his best performance all year.
It was. Lake Oswego really did slow him down, stopped that string of 3 games in a row of over 100 yards, but he got back on that bandwagon with a fury last week, and they're going to look for him to do that this week as both teams now come out onto the field. McMinnville will be kicking to Sherwood Bowman here to start the game. So a lot of different things here. Sherwood's going to like to run the ball a lot tonight and throw the ball just when you think that you're not paying attention. So they kind of run a modified wing T type of offense. So going to be a lot of misdirections in the backfield and going to be a tough game to call for you and I as we try and figure out who has the ball all night long tonight. And Sherwood's numbers, not exactly the easiest to read on the field.
Yeah, I'm going to be keeping an eye out on the special teams because like you said, when you're playing a run team, it's going to be important not to give them field position because they're going to take advantage of that.
And Rue kicks it off. It's a high end over ender. Going to be taken at about the 13-yard line. Dropped there, but the receiver takes the ball out to the right side. Pretty good coverage by McMinnville. Gets the ball out to the 28-yard line where Sherwood will start 1st and 10 on the opening drive of the football game. Thanks for joining us here on YamhillToday.com. We love to have you join us and get the word out, and we hope that McMinnville comes out with a good game tonight against Sherwood.
Yeah, we know what to expect from Sherwood here. It's going to be obviously run heavy, and it's going to be up to McMinnville to prove to Sherwood that they want to stop the run. Because I think you look at those boys in the middle, and it's going to be an interesting game here. It's going to depend on whether that defensive line is able to change the point of attack for Sherwood.
In motion, they fake the run. They got a wide open receiver here, deep. The catch is made on the halfback option to the 20. One man going to be brought down at about the 10-yard line, and right out of the gate, Sherwood kind of surprises McMinnville on the halfback option pass. It's going to go for about 70 yards down to the 8-yard line.
And that's great film study there by Sherwood.
Yep.
McMinnville got burnt with the same play by Lake Oswego a few weeks back, so great job there by Sherwood. studying the film and seeing a weakness in that run coverage, or I guess run coverage.
Lack thereof?
Way, right? Yeah, lack thereof, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, but McMinnville in formation here quickly. Sherwood to the ball. They're going to hand it off on the left side. Running back is going to run to the left, but we've got flags. And here on the near side, probably going to be against Sherwood. They're going to go dead ball offsides against McMinnville. So half the distance to the goal right there. Of course, in high school football, you come across the line, it's an instant stoppage of play. So the bad things compound themselves for McMinnville. Ball's now going to be placed just inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from there for Sherwood.
Yeah, they give up a 6-yard bomb, and then a penalty there. Obviously not as bad as a 6-yard bomb, but still doesn't help your defense right now. They're a little shaken right now, so they got to wake up a little bit.
Sherwood comes out, 2 wide receivers on each side, single back in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass out here to the near side. Nice play, and a wide receiver is going to walk into the end zone. Can't quite read the number on the play, but Sherwood with the quick pass out into the flats. And with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter, it's Sherwood 6, Grizzlies nothing, pending the extra point here by the Bowmen.
Yeah, it looked like that was Evan Morris with the reception there, and just a good little bubble screen.
Yep.
We have seen McMinnville struggle with that play a couple times this season, so Sherwood really go into McMinnville's weaknesses and trying to exploit them early.
That's good coaching by the Sherwood staff there. As the ball is snapped back, the kick is up, and it looks like it might be just a bit short, and it is no good. So with 10:57 to go here in the first quarter, Sherwood leads 6-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
As we come back to live action, Gabe Blanco takes the kickoff at about the 10-yard line on a little nubber down the field, and he's going to bring it out to the 25-yard line. So pretty good field position here for McMinnville, and hopefully they can get over being shell-shocked on such a quick score by the Bowmen, David. They need to see a little bit of wrap here and take some time off the clock and get some things going here for them.
Yeah, that first possession is an example of preparation leading up to a team that you think is going to be a solid team, and really well done there by Sherwood.
So McMinnville's going to come up in that familiar 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers here on the near side. On the far side goes Tyler Mishler, single coverage out there. Sullivan gets the snap, going to hand it off to Rapp, it looks like, right up the middle. No, he keeps it, actually, and it's going to get out. Had me fooled there. Oh, that was Rapp. Excuse me, he burst out the right side. Picks up about 2 yards there on the play. 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and Sherwood had hats on the ball quick there.
Yeah.
They did not mess around. They knew what to expect, and they had guys there covering up the edge, set the edge well there, and then group tackled Rapp. They saw what he did last week. They know he can be evasive, but if you have a group of people tackling you, it's kind of hard to get away. It looks like the ref is asking Rapp to leave the field.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but he's been asked to leave the game right now, and he runs over. He kind of put his hands up like, what gives? And I don't know if it's some equipment problem or he takes his helmet off on the far sideline, looks at it, so I don't know if he's got a illegal mouth guard or something, but he's actually asking the official on the far side for a little assistance here as the other officials gather around the football.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him a little, okay.
Okay, yeah. On second thought, they're going to allow Rapp to come back in. So, you know, in this day and age, referees are going to be very cautious on safety. If you've been watching the NFL the last couple of weeks, a lot of head injuries. We don't want to take any chances with these young guys out here playing. So McMinnville now single back. That's Rapp in the backfield with Sullivan. Trips to the far side. Takes the ball, runs down the line, pitches out to Rapp's going to cut it up inside, uses his speed, does a little whoopsie-do, and it's going to get out, about to the 30-yard line. So you can see that quickness on the defensive side of the ball for Sherwood.
Yeah, that's some of the hardest 2 yards you're going to see someone pick up in a game, because that was really quick. And it's a group tackling here by Sherwood. They're all they're seeing where the play is developing, and they're getting there quickly.
Yep. Big play here. Early on.
3rd and 5 here. This is going to be interesting because they have the playbook open, but Sherwood is doing really good here defensively.
Yep, they're going to go single back again, Rapp in the backfield, trips here to the near side. Sullivan waits for the ball, gets it, going to roll out here to the right side, looks downfield, is going to throw the ball, and it's going to be caught. Is that Blanco out here at the 40-yard line? It is. First down, McMinnville. Going to put it down at the 41-yard line. Nice job there by Sullivan just to roll with the punches, get outside the pocket, and throw a nice, easy, catchable ball there to Blanco for the first down.
Yeah, and as they rolled out there, I imagine that the coach watched film and was expecting the defensive line to get through quickly here.
Single back again, Rapp straight up the middle. It's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down for maybe a loss of 1. It kind of depends on where they're going to spot it. Yeah, they're going to give him a loss of 1 on that play. And big pressure right there, right up the middle by that defensive front. I believe that might have been number 58, Nathan Fillinger Pelote, the defensive lineman. He's a pretty good-sized kid. 6 foot, 250 pounds, and that's something we're going to see from this Sherwood team. A lot of size in a lot of positions.
And McMinnville obviously knows that Sherwood's going to be strong on the inside. They're going to try to get to the edges and maybe make something happen, but Sherwood is speedy on the edges too. So that's not going to be a given either.
About 8.5 here to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 11. Sullivan dropped back. He's going to and that looks like that could be pass interference, and it is. I was going to say the wide receiver being tackled there at the 50 or the 52. This isn't Canadian football. At the 48-yard line of Sherwood, and that should be enough for a first down here. It's going to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, the defensive back was just there a little too early. He was there, good coverage. He was just there a little bit too fast.
Yep. So we're going to bring the ball out here, 15 yards from the previous spot. Should be down to about the 46-yard line of Sherwood. And the drive continues as we're going to be at about 8:20 here to go in the quarter. McMinnville, so far, a good answer after that quick score by Sherwood.
First down for the Grizzlies.
Regardless of how you score, whether you get a touchdown or a field goal, or if you just get a good possession here, at least you're taking some time off the clock and you move the ball down the field here.
Sullivan fakes the handoff, looking deep, right over the middle. That's a cut. That's going to be a first down and more. On the reception there, that looks like, was that Carson Thomas? No, that was Mason Yoakum. My bad, number 9, not number 8. Another good first down as he just found that weakness in the zone, sat down and caught the ball.
Yeah, you saw him targeted quite a few times last week, but not really any good connections as far as Yoakum and Sullivan went last week. So,
like the play calling, they're going to lateral it out here to Rapp. Tries to use his speed, does a little nifty move, inside move. He's going to pick up 5 on the play. Thought he was going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but used his feet quickness to get a nice 5-yard gain on first down. McMinnville really mixing it up right now.
Yeah, and good blocking there on the edge as well by the receivers in the line. The line got out there quickly, and the receivers did a good job at picking up their blocks. Combo of following their blocks and just strong fighting by Rapp as well, because Sherwood was through there.
Sullivan runs down the line on the option, gets the ball to Rapp. Rapp's going to be taken down at about the 24-yard line, about a yard short. So this brings up a big third down for McMinnville, and McMinnville likes to run that option play with Sullivan, makes the defensive end commit, and then pitches it out to Rapp, and he gets another 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and it's very dependent on making the right decision, because if you don't make the pitch at the right time, you hold on to it too long or you pass it to him too late, you're going to lose a ton of yardage. So right now, McMinnville doing a good job at timing that option there.
Big play here for McMinnville. Look to see Sullivan maybe just go straight up as he fakes the pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man over the middle. It is caught. That's Blanco. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
And I don't think that was his initial play. I don't think he was going for that. It looked like they were going for a little bubble out to wrap on the edge there, and Blanco just kind of got away from him in the middle, and he tossed it up there.
Late flag here on the near side by the official. Not sure what that is, but...
And it was towards the end. It might have been unsportsmanlike conduct there.
Let's see if it's going to count. They're asking if they want to take the penalty on the kickoff or take it here. So it's going to be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against McMinnville. The touchdown will count. So with 6:55 to go in the first quarter, pending the extra point, it's 6-6. What a great drive by McMinnville.
Yeah, but unfortunately super sloppy there with the celebration.
Yeah.
Their kick game has not been the best this season, so giving them 1 yard is already too many yards, really, you know what I mean?
And McMinnville may be going for 2 here, as we saw a couple times last week.
Yeah.
Nope, they bring out the kicker. That looks like Gabe Blanco this week doing the extra points. In the past, it's been Rue.
Or it might be Rue. No, I think it is
Oh,
Rue.
it is Rue. You're right.
Yeah,
There's the 2.
Rue.
Okay, I was going to say, that's interesting. Kick. The ball's down. The kick is blocked. Barely got up over the line of scrimmage. Not even sure it was going to come close as Sherwood busted through there. So with 6:55 to go here in the first quarter, our score, 6-6. The teams are tied. We'll be back after this time.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
For over 50 years, the McMinnville Les Schwab Tires has been committed to providing their customers the most for their tire dollar. Price, value, and selection. Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing since 1952. The employees at the McMinnville Les Schwab Tire believe in giving back to the community where they live and work. They sponsor activities large and small, supporting youth programs, helping families in need, and school programs, raising funds for good college, because those are the values they believe in. Thank you, Les Schwab, for sponsoring tonight's game. Rue comes up with the kick. It's going to be a short one, taken at about the 28-yard line by the up back on the far side. He's going to reel off on the far side, down to about the 46, 47-yard line. Excellent field position here to start the game, or start this second drive of the game for the Bowmen.
Yeah, great drive there by the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, it ended with a penalty, which gave them a start further back and gave the Sherwood Bowmen a little bit better field position. That kick was not that bad, but the coverage had a little bit more room to cover there. So Sherwood here in better field position because of that penalty.
Sherwood goes back into their more typical back, kind of a wing tee, offset. 3 running backs are going to hand it off, and right away there's a flag. Looks like the official is pointing towards the Bowmen, but dead ball foul. We got offsides again against McMinnville, so a second offside penalty.
Encroachment on the defense.
That gives Sherwood a quick 5 without any time coming off the clock. We're at 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on YamHillToday.com. We wish Brian Erickson a happy day as he's on vacation still. He'll be back in a couple weeks, is the rumor. Maybe he'll come back.
The hard part is imagining he's not having a happy day.
Exactly.
You know, doing it big out there and also going to watch the Mariners win today.
You're going to run a little misdirection option in the backfield. Totally fooled me, and it's going to be brought down for no gain on the play. Actually, maybe a loss of a half yard to a yard. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Second down now. That's a good time for a trick play, though. 1st and 5 at your own midfield.
Yeah, and it was just good pursuit there by the defensive line. The defensive line was able to get around their blocks and break up that play in the backfield there. Good job by the Grizzlies.
2nd and 6 now on the play. That was officially a loss of 1. Sherwood up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff here on the near side. He's going to look inside and then bounce it back. There is a flag on the play. This play will probably come back. The tackle made right behind the post by a host of McMinnville jerseys. But I saw a flag kind of following the play there. A lot of times that is a holding call on the offense. Official indicates block in the back. Same 10-yard penalty is what it's going to be. It's going to back the Bowman up.
But that's a little dose there of what the running back can do, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like they held anyone. He actually got through and made that play right there. So unfortunate for the back, blocking the back. But
I always struggle with those calls after the play's been totally by and they throw a flag on a blocker that doesn't even matter in the play. You know what I mean? It had no bearing on what happens. I understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, it brings back a lot of plays, all levels of football, college, high school, pro. It's like, what did that really do to that play? It didn't affect it at all. But
no, definitely not.
McMinnville will take that. It's now 2nd and 16, 5 minutes to go here in the first. Excuse me, is that 6? That's 6. I'm sorry, 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball on their own 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Back to pass. Looking, scanning, going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it over the middle, and good defense there. Ball a little high on the pass. That was to their big tight end. They like to call him O-Fish here at Newberg, Sherwood High School. He's the big 6'5", 230-pound senior, Oliver Fisher. The Boise State commit was who that was to.
Yeah, and I can't fault the quarterback there. You toss that up to you do that 6'5".
Exactly.
Especially after if you've watched game tape from McMinnville, you know their defensive backs have had troubles with guys that are taller than them. So that was a good play call there by Sherwood. Like I said, Sherwood did their homework in McMinnville this week, and you're seeing them really test a lot of those weaknesses that we've seen over the last couple weeks out of McMinnville.
Absolutely. Big play here for the McMinnville defense. 3rd and 16. Back to pass, looking, scanning, looks right. Now it's going to be flushed out of the pocket to the right. Has some time, throws it back over his left side of the field, and look at that.
Oh,
wow. That is going to be a 62-yard touchdown pass. Looked like that went to Alex Kelton. Is that the wide receiver?
No, that's Gribble.
That was Gribble.
Yeah, that
okay.
was running back.
But that was a great play right there. And you saw him kind of push off the defensive back who was trying to come up and make the play. And, boy, he's just a big fella there. Gribble, 6'1", 190 pounds, and he just kind of swatted away the defensive back coming up to make the play. So very quickly on a big 3rd and 18, Sherwood scores a touchdown.
Yeah, and that was set up by the blocking up front.
Yeah.
I mean, the quarterback had all day to really scan the field there and set his feet and throw a really good pass there. Well done by Sherwood offense there. That was a very impressive play there by the running back.
This time a better kick. It's up, and it is good. So with 5:38 to go in the first quarter, we've got ourselves a shootout so far. It's the Bowman 13, the Grizzlies 6. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk.
First 6 minutes and 22 seconds, you've missed 3 touchdowns if you're just joining us. It's been a back and forth battle, kind of like last week's. It was a little bit for a while in that early going, but then McMinnville pulled away. So let's see how they respond after 2 really quick scores by Sherwood.
Yeah, and McMinnville's got to tighten up a little bit on there, especially as far as the defensive line goes. They got to try to get a little pressure there. It's going to be difficult. Their defensive backs are undersized. They do a good job in coverage, but you play coverage for that long, there's going to be someone that's going to get open. So.
Another line drive taken and dropped by Blanco. He's going to run to the right side and be brought down by a pretty hard tackle there right about the 20-yard line. So, and excuse me, that was not
Nick Gibson.
That was not Blanco. That was Gibson.
Yeah, he got lit up there.
He did.
Sherwood Special Teams is fired up tonight.
So, McMinnville, 20-yard line, 5:32 to go in the first. Trailing 6-13. Second possession of the game for the Grizzlies here. Sullivan gives the play in the huddle. They're going to come out with that single back, trips to the far side. Formation that has become very, very familiar for this McMinnville offense, and they actually put a tight end over on that far side too. Sullivan swings the pass out to Rapp. He's got it on the corner, cuts it up, and is going to be brought down by a shoestring tackle on the far side for a pickup of 5. And you can see what McMinnville's really trying to do with Rapp, get him the ball in just about any position on the field.
Exactly, and I think this possession in particular will be very telling, as you will. Sherwood is going to make the adjustments here defensively and try to stop them, and we'll see if McMinnville's got an answer for those adjustments.
Good to see Mitchell Taylor here in on the game. He's on the near sideline, split way out. Sullivan in the backfield with Rapp again. Sullivan takes the handoff. He gives the ball straight ahead to Rapp, and he is met by a brick wall. Wow, that is a big fella right there. And I think that was Junior Lolopealu in on the stop. He's 6'4", 350. And I think Rapp felt every bit of that.
That's a little dose on why the Grizzlies have not been going to the middle of the field there. Just a lot to work with there in the middle. It's kind of hard to work your way through a tackle like that.
Absolutely. This is a big play here for McMinnville. Third and a long 3, short 4. 4:20 to go in the quarter. Trailing 13-6. Fake the handoff. Sullivan looks right. He's got a man wide open. It's Gabe Blanco. Gabe with a fantastic catch. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, McMinnville on a spectacular pass from Sullivan to Blanco.
Yeah, and that was just a great play. It looked like number 7, the safety there, he was actually reading the ball out of the air, and instead of pedaling back, he read it, and then last second he realized he was slightly out of position, and just that slight moment there, it was maybe a half foot is enough to get that ball in there. And McMinnville has not been that accurate when it comes to the pass game, so this is surprising.
Sullivan has really struggled with that.
Yeah, so I'm really surprised. He overthrew a lot of guys last week, so for him to drop that one right into the breadbasket, very impressive, very, very impressive tonight.
Well, not to be outdone by the 62-yard touchdown pass from Sherwood on the previous possession. McMinnville goes 73 yards on the pass from Sullivan. The ball is snapped back, the kick is up, and I believe it's wide right, so it is 13-12. Here with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Wow, what a barn burner we got going on here in Sherwood. 13-12, we'll be back right after this timeout.
People are always asking me, what is Big Box? So let's ask the boys.
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is fridges.
Big Box is furniture.
Big Box is sporting goods.
Big Box is so much more. We are open every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. We are at 2155 Northeast Lafayette Avenue. Come on down.
As we come back to Sherwood High School, everybody let's catch our breaths. 25 points in the first 8 minutes of the ball game. 13 by Sherwood, 12 by the Grizzlies, and those missed extra points can always come back to haunt you at the end of the game. Let's hope they don't for McMinnville tonight.
No, but it's been an exciting game so far. I mean, just really good displays of offense on both sides of the ball. Sherwood showing the preparation and film study, because that's really what I've seen here tonight, is everything I've seen that Grizzlies have struggled with. The Sherwood Bowmen have just gone straight at him, like, let's see if you guys have improved this or not.
Absolutely.
So, just a really fun game here so far.
Rue gets set to kick off. He approaches the ball and gets a boot into it. It's a nice high kick. Going to be down to about the 8-yard line. Taken by the back. He slips. He falls, but he gets up out to the 20, the 25 on the far side to the 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line on the far side for McMinnville. So about a 25-yard return right there. And Sherwood will have pretty good field position for their third of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you got a silver lining with the special teams as far as it goes right now, and at least they've kept them on this side of the 50-yard line. It hasn't been where they rip one off or they get a bunch of penalties and then give them a bunch of yardage there. So Sherwood's still, obviously working for their yards here, but have had some great plays in the early going.
Going to come up with a modified wing tee again. 2 receivers in the backfield. As the quarterback scans the field. And the ball is ready for play now. He's going to hand it off to the man up the middle, and it's going to be a rumble out of about 6 yards out to the 40-yard line, and that was, I believe that was Aiden Owens on the carry? They call him the bus, by the way. That was him. Nose of the ball just on the 40-yard line, so they'll give him 6 on the play. quarterback, Kason Colbert, he's a junior. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds, and leads this offense very effectively these first 2 drives. But Kane Sullivan's been doing a good job tonight as well.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously Sherwood's bread and butter, especially against McMinnville, is going to be running the ball right down the gut. But right now they've been controlling the pass game too. Fake
the handoff up the middle. Wide open pass. They go to the big tight end again. Overthrown that time by Covert. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 yards here for Sherwood. And they like to go to the big fella on those pass plays. Get that ball up high. You mentioned it. DBs for McMinnville a little smaller. And when you got a 6'5" tight end, you can sure try and take advantage of that.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies got to make sure to get some pressure back there, because if he has a couple opportunities to set his feet, he's going to find that target eventually. He's going to settle in and really find it, because he was slightly overthrown there. So Grizzlies got to do a better job as far as penetrating that front line and getting back there and just causing a little bit of pressure. Just enough to make him step out of his zone and feel a little uncomfortable.
Big play here for the defense, 3rd and 4. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Ball comes back. Quarterback rolls out to the right side, plants. He's got a ball out there. Oh, nice catch. Tell you what, right there on the play, Tyler Ackerman just could not quite get around the running back on the play, and that was caught by Nick Grimble. Again, his second big reception, 6'1", 190 on the defensive back there, or on the running back. That is surely a tough play for those defensive backs for McMinnville. Tyler Ackerman only 5'8", 135, so giving up about 55 pounds and 6 inches.
And the pressure was there.
Yeah.
The defensive end got around the lineman and was actually able to put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. So just a tough play there. Really well done by Sherwood.
Again, back to
very
pass.
Well.
The ball is tipped. It looked like at the line of scrimmage, and I tell you what.
That was a clear pass interference.
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference. I thought the ball might have been tipped, but I think it was just a horrible pass now that I see what happened there. But you're right. The wide receiver was tackled well before the ball got there.
Yeah, and you're seeing this quite a bit, actually, even at the college level, where guys are coached to, if the ball is underthrown, slow down and let that defensive back crash into you. Because you're going to pick up that penalty. As long as the referee sees him running right into you without any sort of hesitation or attempt to look back at the ball, he's going to get the penalty. So good heads-up play there by the receiver, really.
Yeah. So we're at 2:37 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on yamhilltoday.com. Ball now on the 25-yard line. Sherwood got a nice drive going here. First down. Quarterback hands it off to the up back, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a nice tackle that time by Isaiah Fonati. In on the play. Pick up what are they going to give him? About 2 yards there, down to the 23-yard line.
And that's Aiden Owens. He's got 3 touchdowns on the season so far here in league play. So obviously he's a bruising back.
2nd and 8. Bowman in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. Plays called. 2 backs in the backfield. As they hand it off to the back off the right side. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Good job of stringing it out, though. I think is that Landon? Oh, he tried to make a tackle on the far side and unable to do so. Was close. Got to be honest with you, to a horse collar tackle on the far side.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on. I guess because he didn't take him down, but it looked like a horse collar there. And that was Gribble there, and he's got 367 yards on the season with 6 touchdowns. He's a versatile player, though. We've seen him catching the ball and running the ball tonight, and he's done a great job at both.
You're going to give him first down inside the 10-yard line, right at the 8.
And that kid's tough to take down. I mean, that guy runs hard.
We have a timeout on the far side. The official walking over to the coaching staff on the far side of McMinnville, having a little conversation with head coach Ty Tomlin there. Not sure what that's about. Not sure if Tomlin is not happy with something that's going on or just asking a question, but they get it figured out, and head official heads back to the middle of the field. Going to put the ball down, ready for play, and they start the clock here. And again, Sherwood on the 8-yard line. First and goal, 1:30 to go here. Straight handoff right up the middle, and oh no, he keeps the ball on the outside. Going to be brought down. Is it going to be a touchdown, or is he just short? They're going to mark him just down at about the inside the 1-yard line there. Wow.
Yeah, and you just saw the McMinnville defensive line crumble under that blocking. It was incredible. Sherwood just leveled everyone in front of him, and it was just down to beat one guy. Good open field tackle there, but preventing the inevitable here, because that was an incredible push by the front line there, and that just shows how strong Sherwood is at controlling that point of attack when that line is really doing their thing.
Man in motion across the back, give it to the up back, and he walks into the end zone for the Sherwood touchdown. Third touchdown of the quarter for the Bowmen. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's now 19-12. Bowmen lead the Grizzlies, pending the extra point.
And that's Gribble again. Is that 3 on the night for Gribble?
3 on the night for him.
Incredible night for him already.
Yep. Now, as we've seen from both teams, extra points have not been automatic. So, back in to kick. Of course, Sherwood had a pretty good kicker at one point. He now plays for the Baltimore Orioles, I do believe.
Oh, yeah.
Adley Rushman was a pretty good kicker. Kick is good. So with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's 20-12. We're going to keep it right here as we get close to the first half, or end of the first quarter. And David, what are your impressions so far as we've nearly played one complete quarter?
We're seeing a slug-it-out fest here with a team that really McMinnville is overmatched as far as the physical goes.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no question about it. You have a front line here that is just really well coached, a team that's got skilled players across the board.
Yeah.
And McMinnville is keeping up with them. They're doing a great job at going to their strengths and really trying to get plays going from the things that they've found success on this year. And I'm seeing a lot of success here from McMinnville tonight. And I'm really impressed with their ability to keep up with a team that on paper is not supposed to be this
Correct.
This close to McMinnville, really.
Correct.
Because this is not an easy game. I mean, we've seen here within the first quarter 20-12 scores. This is not easy to score 20 points even at the high school level.
And the key for McMinnville, in my mind so far, Sullivan, his passing tonight's been on target.
Yeah, it's been really, really, really accurate tonight.
Bowman approached the ball and they boot it away. It's going to be taken. It's going to roll through the end zone and it'll be brought out for a 1st and 10. Again, 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Grizzlies 12 and the host team, the Bowmen, 20. Not being very good hosts right now, but it's been a fun first half.
It goes through the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're going to mark the ball down at the 20-yard line where McMinnville will take over there. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and let's see if McMinnville can stay calm and play the game.
Exactly.
Because you got 40 seconds left here, obviously, in the first quarter, but you don't need to go for a score here. You don't need to go for the big home run play.
Correct.
You still got a whole half to play here.
You do.
So really early in the game, and I hope McMinnville really just stays calm and keeps on doing what they're doing and executing the way they have. They can stay close in this game, at least right now.
Two backs in the backfield. In motion is Blanco across the field. Going to hand it off, and Sullivan's going to keep on the quarterback keeper, turns it up, and gets about 4. It's a good play there by Sullivan to take the ball off the left side and keep it.
Yeah, we saw a couple successful runs from Sullivan last week, so I think you keep on riding the successes that McMinnville has had this season, and that's good play there.
Definitely keeps the defense on their toes. Who do I take? Do I take the running back? Do I take Sullivan? Wrap, single back in the backfield.
And McMinnville doing a good job here, keeping the clock running and, you know, just slowly getting back to the line, but doing a good job at milking that clock and getting the positive plays.
Wrap straight up the middle. He's got a hole. He spins. He's out to the 25, out past the 30, and I think we're going to have a face mask as well, it looked like, or a horse collar, one of the two. Yep. And so that's going to add on 15. Nice patience up the middle by Wrap as we hit 1 second to go here in the quarter.
And he's so slippery
He
because
is.
of his height. I don't think it was intentional that they grabbed him like that. I think the guy was just simply going to grab him. Ended up catching his jersey and or face mask. I didn't see which one it was, but just small, slippery, really evasive. It's difficult to wrap him up.
Ooh, they're going to call face mask on that play. The ball's going to be brought out over the 50, right down to the, not quite the 49-yard line of Sherwood. And McMinnville up on the ball with 1 second to go. And that will be the end of the first quarter as the referee starts the clock. Our score?
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. This season's broadcast here on Yamhill Today is brought to you by the 200 Club. Thank you to the 200 Club for their support of Grizzly football right here.
We come back here to start the second quarter. McMinnville driving. First down and 10. Sullivan looks back to pass. He's getting a little pressure. Rushes out to the right side. Now he's going to throw the ball away. He's got a wide receiver on the far side. Was that intercepted or was that a... Oh, I thought that was a coach on the far side. Looks like the defensive back stepped out of bounds. Not the best pass there by Sullivan on that play.
Very fortunate, as you said earlier, is part of the successes today have been the passing game for McMinnville. So as it giveth, it can take it. So if you throw a ball away there, that's a big turnover in a position here where they have a little momentum, penalty and a good run there ripped off by Rapp. Not a bad start to the second quarter here.
Yep.
So Grizzlies got to, like I said, settle down, and you got a lot of time to play.
You do.
Sherwood is scoring, but you know what I mean. The game will slow down at a certain point.
It will. Across the in motion is Blanco, Sullivan, and we have a timeout by Ty Tomlin. Didn't like what he saw on offense. Somebody was out of position, I think, and so we're going to take that timeout here with 11:51 to go in the second quarter, 20-12. The Grizzlies trail. We'll be back after this timeout.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back, McMinnville breaks the huddle on the far sideline. Got the play call now. Ty Tomlin's a little bit more happy with his players. Looks like they're going to go single back in the backfield with Rapp. Blanco here in the slot with Carson Thomas here on the near side. Blanco goes in motion across the backfield, comes back, cross motion. Sullivan takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looks deep. He's going to go deep. Going to be a pass, and it's going to be batted down. Almost a great play there on the near side by Mason Yoakum. He went up to try and make the catch, but double coverage there, it looked like, on the Bowman defense.
Yeah, good route, but great coverage there. They were expecting that one right there. They had coverage under the receiver and then over the top. So good job there. As I said, Sherwood is going to make the adjustments to what McMinnville is throwing at them tonight. That's without a doubt. Sherwood has already shown the ability to prepare for this game, so they're going to look at that, they're going to take that feedback, and they're going to go back to the huddle and, execute. So it's up to McMinnville to figure out different ways to break this offense open for them, for themselves.
Sullivan takes the play, hands it off to Rapp. He's on the reverse. Blanco's coming here on the near side. He's got some room, but a nice open field tackle by the linebacker here on the near side for the Bowman. That looks like Evan Morris, a free safety, 6'3", 175, comes up and keeps that play from being a big gainer for McMinnville now as they pick up just under 6 yards on the play. Going to be forced to punt as they bring in their punter tonight, Carson Thomas.
Yeah, and that was an incredible play there. You saw him maybe close down 7-10 yards there just to make that play. He did a great job there at reading the play because there was a misdirection there. The guys were pursuing the other way, so good play there by this Bowman.
Punt kind of off the side of the foot. It's going to be picked up at the 10-yard line, now at the 20. Breaks it out here on the far side. The near side, out to the 27. Pretty decent field position on the play with 10:53 to go. Sherwood takes over at their own 23-yard line, leading 20-12.
Not a bad kick there either.
No, that was a good kick. Kept it out of the end zone and forced the player to make the play on the ball. referees talking about something again at the middle of the field. Maybe just like whose ball you want to give. They move the ball back to the 22, not the 23. So this is a big series, in my opinion, for the defense here for McMinnville.
Yeah, they got to come up with they got to come up with a stop.
Bowman hand the ball off on the inside, and brought down by an arm tackle on the far side was Jackson Bell, I believe.
And that was Taylor Hastings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Taylor Hastings on the carry. Yep, number 5. 5 and 9 look the same. These uniforms are hard to read the numbers, so I apologize ahead of time. Maybe I'll just say the runner carries the ball, but I like to get the names out there.
Haven't seen him touch the ball very much, so.
No. Pickup of about 3 on the inside misdirection handoff. 2 backs in the backfield again for Sherwood. Under center. Fake the handoff. Gonna look over the middle. It's gonna be high and almost caught on the far side, I believe. Is that the tight end? Looks like he's coming up a little bit wobbly there.
And that was Evan Morris there.
Yeah.
That was good coverage, though. The Grizzlies were for some reason or another, they were actually expecting that play action there.
Yep.
You saw the coverage under the receiver and above the top. So good heads-up play there by the defensive backs. I mean, obviously, after you get burnt with the play action early in the game, you might clean up that coverage a little bit, right?
Yep. Evan Morris on the play there, having to come out. He's 6'3", 175, so they're not lacking for size on the wide receiving core.
No, he got up there, too. The ball was there.
In shotgun formation, and now the Bowmen don't like what they're seeing. Mark Gribble calls timeout here with 10-11 to go in this first half, and we'll keep it here for this timeout as both teams a little bit disheveled here these last drives for each of them.
And this is a sort of pace and flow that you end up getting into a game as you get later into the game. Obviously, you're not always going to keep on scoring. You're not always going to have successful plays. Once that game starts settling in a little bit, you start getting some of these things where you got to call a timeout, slow things down, talk it over with the team, because you're not going to score 80 points. There's going to be times in the game where maybe you make a mistake and you got to turn the ball over, whatever. But at this point, both McMinnville and Sherwood taking their teams back and going, hey, let's settle down, you guys. I know we've had a crazy start to this game, but there's still a lot of time left.
A lot of time left. Really would like to see McMinnville step up here on defense. Get a little pressure on the quarterback, Kason Covert.
Yeah, and Sherwood opening up here with this formation a little bit. They'd gone with some really compact formations over the last couple plays.
Back to pass is the quarterback. He's flushed out here on the near side. Gets some pressure. Oh, he has a nice sidestep and another nice sidestep. And he is, wow, what a nice run out to the 50, over the 50. And then we have a late flag. Probably going to be another 15 yards tacked on for a late hit or a spearing or something. And I'll tell you what, that was some great athleticism there by the quarterback, Kason Covert. When the play broke down, he got outside and ran for about 25 yards.
Yeah, good heads-up play there by the quarterback there. And it looked like it was a late hit there because at the end of the play, I didn't see the ball pop out, and I saw one of the guys jump in there going for the ball, it looked like. But obviously, if the ball isn't out, then it's kind of hard to jump at someone. As you said, it's a safety thing. You're not going to play games anymore when it comes to safety.
Yeah, that could have been a targeting penalty there. Nope. Actually, okay, they're calling a block in the back. But the result of the play is still going to be a first down as it's a penalty against the Bowmen at the spot of the foul. So instead of having the ball at the 47-yard line of McMinnville, they're going to have the ball at the 43-yard line of Sherwood with 10:01 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, fortunate for McMinnville because I thought there was a late hit there.
I did too, or spearing, one of the two.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure, but the drive continues for the Bowmen on that 3rd and 6. They come up to the line of scrimmage. More of a packed-in formation this time. Give the ball straight up the middle to the big back, and he's going to rumble straight ahead forward for about 7, maybe 8 now. So he crosses the 50-yard line.
And that's Aiden Owens right there,
Yep.
just putting his shoulder down and driving right through.
I want to give a little shout out to some folks that are checking in tonight. My mom, my daughter Megan, and my wife Marcia listening on the broadcast. And hopefully Brian is too, wherever he may be in a different time zone.
I hope so.
Yeah. 2nd and short here. Look for some sort of trick play from Sherwood. They're going to hand it just straight ahead. The big back gets the ball. He's going to rumble forward and get the first down, and that's number 27 that time on the carry, Aiden Owens, 6 foot, 200-pound running back, and he just lowered the shoulder and got what he could. But the drive continues for McMinnville.
Yeah, if you're Sherwood Bowman and you're ripping off plays like that, you're going to be happy because that's your bread and butter right there. You're slicing right through the middle. You're picking up 5-6 yards of carry. That right there that's Sherwood football for
and
sure.
Taking time off the clock as we go under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, ball straight up the middle, just following his runner, his blockers, and that just makes it real easy for the camera to focus in on another 8-yard gain by Aiden Owens off the right side. And I think Sherwood's found something they like on that left side of the defense for McMinnville right now.
Yeah, and he just put his shoulder down right behind his lineman, and lineman helped him pick up an extra 3 yards there. And that's good teamwork right there.
You'll notice as he's going through that line of scrimmage, both hands over the ball, he's not going to get that ripped out, not going to have that turnover, which McMinnville could use really in a bad way right now. It's Sherwood on the drive. They're going to fake it up the middle, hand it off on the far side, almost on a fly sweep. Running back's got down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown saving tackle on the far side by McMinnville that time. That's number 21, I believe, for McMinnville, making the tackle on the far side. That's Grayson Seehauer. 30-yard gain on the play. And, well, just like that, Sherwood's on the doorstep looking for more points with 8:08 to go here in the second quarter.
So instead of throwing a trick play in there, they threw a little misdirection, as you said earlier. You know, that those inside handoffs wore down the McMinnville defense, and McMinnville over-pursued on that inside handoff and left the edge open there.
Yep, and brought it back across the back, almost in that fly sweep type of thing, and were able to get there. Going to hand it off here on the right side, and the running back is going to run into the end zone, untouched for the touchdown. That, I believe, is Tyler Hastings for the touchdown, his first of the game. And game's starting to get away a little bit from McMinnville right now. Need to buckle up here on the offense to come back and get some points, or it could be a long rest of the evening now with the score 26-12 pending the extra point for the Bowmen.
Yeah, and that was just strong. That was just a great play call there. Instead of going with a trick play or a play action, they just threw a little misdirection, lulled McMinnville to sleep, had them biting on that inside handoff, and then ran it to the outside. Great play there by Sherwood.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:46 to go here in the second quarter, the Bowmen extend their lead to 27-12. We'll be back after this timeout.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Back to Sherwood High School. 7:46 to go here in the second quarter. It's been a fun game. A lot of points being put up on the board here in the first 17 minutes or so of the football game. 39 total points, 27 to Sherwood, 12 to McMinnville. McMinnville looks to get the ball back here on the kickoff.
Yeah, great execution there offensively by Sherwood.
A little bit of a dribbler, and both players in the backfield, I believe that might have been Rapp and Blanco, kind of just decided to let it split them and go into the end zone. So McMinnville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. It's big series here for McMinnville.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is a situation here where they got to respond. They've had the adjustments made by the Sherwood Bowmen at this point in the game, and now it's up to them to see if they can respond to those adjustments and continue to exploit some of the weaknesses that Sherwood Bowmen may have, and kind of lean on some of their strengths and hope that, you know, Rapp can make some plays and Sullivan continues to hit open receivers here.
So out of the huddle, they come with the two backs in the backfield. Two wide receivers here on the near side, one on the far side. Sullivan, Blanco in motion across the backfield. Sullivan gets the ball. He snaps it right into the hands of Rapp, and Rapp's going to go off the right side for about 2 yards there.
Yeah, hard-fought yards there.
Very hard-fought.
Anything in the inside has really been really difficult for the Grizzlies to get. The Sherwood Bowmen do a good job at breaking up the point of attack for the McMinnville Grizzlies and then taking control over that as far as the run game goes to the inside of the field. They've done a good job of getting to the edge. That's been their bread and butter, but you can only run before you become too predictable. If you just keep on running to the outside, you're going to be too predictable.
Correct.
You gotta keep them honest on the inside.
Bunch trip wide receivers here. Sullivan going to lateral it out here to Rapp. He gets him on the edge, which is what they like to do, and Rapp's going to pick up about, they're going to give him out to the 26-yard line, so a pickup of 4 there, brings up a manageable 3rd and 4.
And Rapp's done a good job at following his blocks and staying patient. He hasn't tried to beat the Sherwood Bowmen on the edges there, and I think that's going to be the hardest thing to do is just trying to get to the edge and beat some of those guys one-on-one. It's not going to be easy, so good job there by Rapp to stay disciplined and follow his blocks all the way through.
Big play here for the offense. 6:32 and counting here in the second quarter. Sullivan waiting for the snap, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and gets pressure right away, and the ball is going to be way overthrown that time. Intercepted, going to go down the far sideline of Convoy. He cuts it back into the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown return on the pick. That's number 1 for Sherwood. Johnny Gray, 5'10", 160-pound junior, and he takes it back for 6 for the Bowmen, and really blows this game wide open now.
So in that play right there, we had number 85, Mitchell Taylor, wide open in the middle of the field. He was overthrown. Jalen Moore came over, and that was actually the defensive back that got beat over the top earlier in the game. Came over, read the play, and just put his hands out, caught that ball. It seemed like that ball was perfectly thrown right into his hands. Great play there. Way to redeem himself as a player because, that big pass just went right over his head, and instead it was a misread.
Bad snap on the gopher, too. The holder takes it, and he's going to sneak his way into the end zone. So it just gets worse for McMinnville on that whole series as they get the 2 points and now lead 35-12 with 6:14 left to go here in the second quarter. We need a timeout, so let's take it, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
As we come back, the kickoff just taken at the 5-yard line by Blanco. He's out to the 15. Onto the right side, going to try and make the corner and brought down on the tackle, a horse collar tackle, I think, or a face mask again, one of the two. So the tackle made it to the 20-yard line, but McMinnville in all likelihood going to have the ball out about the 36-yard line to start this drive. And they need to answer in a big way right here to stop the bleeding, David.
Yeah, unfortunately, their biggest offensive plays so far have been, in the last, I think, 2-3 series here now, have been the defensive penalties. So McMinnville's got to answer back with something of their own here.
So move the ball out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and that was just unfortunate there. After we finished talking about how strong Kane's arm has been today, throws one over the top and just back to similar mistakes he had against Newberg, but Sherwood obviously a level above that, and they're going to punish you if you make little mistakes like that.
They are. So Sullivan moves here to the right side, rolls out, just tosses it here on the near side. A little bobbling catch made for a gain of 3 that time, but just a quick catch that looked like Nick Gibson on the reception.
And Gribble lit him up right there as soon as he got the ball. Gribble was on the pursuit there. Luckily, the receiver stayed focused and brought the ball in, because if he looks over for just a second, Gribble was going to be there and he might fumble that. So good play there by the receiver staying focused and bringing that ball in and just taking the tackle there.
Give him a gain of about 2. trips to the far side. Sullivan takes the snap, hands it off to Rapp. He's going to go on the far side. He wants to maybe pass it, but a little bit too much of east-west running there. And pursuit, excellent pursuit on the far side by Sherwood. That's Trevin Fisher. Going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd and long with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it looked like Sherwood was prepared there as far as staying disciplined and keeping players where they needed to be. They didn't over-pursue there, and that's kind of what McMinnville was hoping for in that play. Didn't get it downfield, so once, Rapp picked his head up and saw downfield, he didn't see anything, just had to keep the ball instead of turning it over one more time.
Sullivan fakes the handoff to Rapp, going to go over the middle, and ball's going to be tipped up and almost intercepted a second time on the play over the middle. That was to Gibson. Could barely got a hand on it, and ball knocked up and down a couple times and falls to the dirt harmlessly.
And that was Evan Morris there. He just turned around, heads up play there, jumped back and almost had the ball with one hand. That was an incredible play there. Good athleticism. I mean, that's really clear here tonight against the Grizzlies is Sherwood's got the athleticism.
They got some team speed, and this is not what you want to do if you're McMinnville. Give the ball back to Sherwood, already trailing by 23. Is a nice high punt.
It's been one of the better punts they've had all season, to be honest.
And wow, that was a close catch there on the fair catch on the far side by the receiver as the Bowmen take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line, leading 35-12. Not a long way to go to score here, and you're going to maybe look for them to take this drive and end the half with a sustained drive here and really go up by 30 points.
That's what you're hoping for.
That's
as
what
a Grizzly
they're hoping for. Yeah. But McMinnville, let's see if we can get a turnover here. Something timely. Get a little more juice. You can kind of see the momentum's really shifted, and there's not a lot of liveliness on the McMinnville side, so have something good to happen here as we got the post right in our way. The ball's snapped back, quarterback quick out here to the tight end, the big tight end, the 6'5" tight end, and you can see why he's going to go to Boise State because he's shedding tacklers here on the near side. Gain of about 14 yard lines out to the McMinnville 41-yard line on the play.
So initially it looked like he was going to be about 3 yards short of the first down, and the defensive back did a good job there trying to, he approached him well, he took a good angle. It's just that's a big tight end right there, and he's good heads up with his hands, does a good job at fighting with his hands. Just a good receiver there.
Again, he's 6'5", 230 pounds. They run the ball, they fake it up the middle, and then off the handoff off the left side. You got the wide receiver trying to get the edge. Great play there. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure what McMinnville player that was, but he did a good job keeping his leverage on the play and forcing the running back inside to keep him to a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and there was blockers out there too. He did not have a lot of support behind him. If he didn't make that play there, he was going to rip off another 5-6 yards there and gain about 9 yards, 10 yards. So good job by the Grizzlies there, keeping the edge and, like you said, making that open field tackle there.
We come under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Ball on the 37-yard line of McMinnville. 2nd and 6 for the Bowmen.
And that was Tyler Ackerman there on the tackle.
Fumble on the play. It looked like the ball slipped out of the hands of the quarterback, and the officials are indicating a first down for McMinnville. So excellent job there on the play. Just what the doctor ordered for the McMinnville defense. Get off the field, get the turnover, and see what the McMinnville offense can do now.
You asked for it, and the Grizzlies delivered, Jeff. You had just finished saying, hey, McMinnville needs a timely turnover here.
They got it. And you know what they need here? A timely touchdown. Can I try that? I'm not sure. Did it drop out of his hand?
Yes, it did. As he cocked back, the ball slipped out of his hand as he went to throw forward. So he never actually progressed forward there. Just unfortunate handling of the ball there by the quarterback.
Wasn't the tuck rule, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, it could have been, I guess, right?
All right, Sullivan in the backfield, fakes the handoff again, go back to pass, over the middle, and that's going to be nearly intercepted. Looked like two defensive backs for Sherwood thought they were going to run into each other, and one kind of pulled their arms in and unable to make the pass. That would have been an instant turnover for McMinnville on the play. I do like the play call, though. go deep and try and get a touchdown.
Yeah, the play call is good. The execution was a little bit questionable there. Just throwing the ball up there in the air, and you've seen the defensive backs, they can make plays on the ball. You got to be careful there as a quarterback. You already know you got an interception on the day. Just play with a little bit more patience there. You got to throw it away. There's nothing wrong with that, but good play call there by the Grizzlies, trying to be aggressive, give their boys a chance to win this game.
2 backs in the backfield, fake to Sullivan over the middle. He's going to go right over the middle. Again, thrown too high for the wide receiver. And we've seen that now the last 3 or 4 passes from Sullivan. He's got too high of a release on the ball, and maybe he's hearing some footsteps or whatever it is, but not very accurate the last couple of 3 or 4 passes that he's thrown.
Yeah, and I would like to see the play call and go back to, a rhythm. Give the quarterback a chance, because right there you see they have 3 defensive backs in the back. They're expecting that deep ball. So instead of trying to go into halftime with the score, go in with a little bit of momentum, get your boys some confidence back with the run game and the screen plays there, because Sherwood's just pinning their ears back and putting pressure on the quarterback. And the defensive backs are just chilling in the back, 3 deep, just preventing the defense.
3rd and 10, they give the little bit of a delayed draw to wrap up the middle, and that's not going very far. Maybe a yard is what they're going to give him out to the 37-yard line with 2:45 to go here in the second quarter. And but Sherman's defense stands tall after the turnover.
Yeah, and unfortunate there is they got a timely turnover and really maybe should have used a little bit more of the clock there with a couple run plays and maybe try to set the pass up. But Grizzlies aggressive, hats off to them. They did run a good pass play there, but I felt like maybe they went over a little bit too much pass there.
Punt nearly blocked, as it's going to take a McMinnville bounce on the far side down to about the 31-yard line. So 2:15 to go in the quarter. It's the Bowman 35, the Grizzlies 12. And this is where you run your 2-minute drill, right? You got 2 timeouts left. You've got about 70 yards to go here, and we've seen a quick strike offense from the Bowman. So certainly anything can happen for them as they come to the huddle now. Ball on the far sideline.
And if you're McMinnville, you're not upset with that drive. That drive, you got a turnover.
You did.
You got a couple shots, and then you got a great punt there. Good special teams play. That's not a bad. Not a bad series of plays. But you have to capitalize here and keep the Bowman from scoring here.
You absolutely have to, or it's really a really tough uphill battle. Fake the handoff up the middle. Actually, it was up the middle. I thought it was the fake, but it was not. Tackled right away that time by the interior defensive line. Diego Paulo Blanco initially in on the tackle at his defensive line position, 5'10", 185, and he did a good job slicing through. So they're going to give him no gain, 1:52 to go here in the second quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight on YamHillToday.com. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. You're going to get the ball here on the near side, hand it off, and the running back's going to take it out to about the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And now here, McMinnville got a heads up here because you got misdirections, you got play action. Sherwood's got the whole playbook open here. They can either just run it right down the middle and pick up the first down and then take a shot at the end zone. But McMinnville's really got to be on their toes here and stay disciplined, stay with their assignments here.
And the coaching staff may have already determined this might be 4-down territory if they come up short here.
I would. Sherwood's been ripping off 4, 5, 6 yards each run, so.
Back goes the quarterback to pass. Going to be a quick in. It's going to be caught by the big tight end on the far side. He turns it outside, and you can see him running away from the defenders as he steps out of bounds at about the 34-yard line on the far side. That a pass to the big tight end again, Oliver Fisher on the far side now with just under 56 seconds to go in the ball game, and very quickly half the distance that they needed to get a touchdown has been gotten by Sherwood as the drive continues.
Yeah, and that was just a really great play there by O-Fish there as he caught it in the open field. Gabe was there. He was there on the coverage, but just put a good move on him in the open field and picked up a couple extra yards there.
Hand the ball off here on the right side. The running back's going to run around the corner and get out down to about the 28-yard line. Sherwood, a little bit of a hurry up here as the ball, we're now at 40 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good wrap up there by Seahauer.
Yeah, a little bit surprised they didn't take their time out there. They have 2 left. A lot of time going off the clock now at 30 seconds.
correction there. That was Ackerman.
Ackerman. Ball snapped back to pass is the quarterback. He's looking down the field. He's got all day to throw. No plus. Finally, a flag's thrown. He's going to use his speed and get up and get the first down, but this one's coming back. We're going to have a holding or a lineman downfield. One of the two is my guess on the play.
Yeah, and with just a little bit of time there, you got to be happy for the Grizzlies there because the quarterback did a good job at picking up a couple yards there. But like you said, a holding play there brings them back a little bit.
And that's where the coaches are thinking, man, we should have used that timeout when we had 43 seconds left to go. And now you're down to basically 14 seconds. So they lost 30 seconds on that one play, and it resulted in a hold. So back them up. Pretty much now you've got to go to the end zone on these next couple of plays.
Yeah, I mean, if you're McMinnville, you're obviously going to try to run a prevent defense here. But
you know what the prevent does, though, sometimes?
Opens up the run.
Prevents you from winning.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes those NFL teams especially get too cautious, and they end up losing football games. 2nd and 14, clock moving after the holding call. This could be the final play of the half as the quarterback rolls out to the right, going to throw it. Caught on the far side and actually dropped. And that might have been a good thing because that's going to give Sherwood one more pass with 1.6 seconds to go here in the quarter. I'm really surprised Sherwood didn't take their timeout to save some time because after an offensive holding penalty, of course, if the clock was already moving, the clock continues to move once they reset the ball. So McMinnville's going to maybe put a line of defenders at the goal line here. Wouldn't surprise me if the safeties are 15, 20, 30 yards deep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Sherwood's just trying to practice running a 2-minute drill without any timeouts.
That could be. This should be the last play, barring a penalty of the half here. 3rd and 14 from the 38. Back to pass. Got all time in the world. Going to heave it up. Ball's over the middle and caught for a touchdown. And about the worst thing that could happen right there was a caught for the touchdown, and that's exactly what happened. Is that looked like that pass was over to Johnny Gray, or was that Jalen Moore? One of the two. I can't tell if that's a 7 or a 1.
That's Jalen Moore on that one.
Jalen Moore. What a fantastic throw. There was no pressure on the quarterback, and Sherwood capitalizes on the last play of the first.
Yeah, and it looked like somehow he got behind Kellen Strong there.
Yep.
Just got right past him, put a move. Quick little double move there, and then just got behind Kellen Strong there. Just unfortunate.
That's the backbreaker for McMinnville heading into the locker room. Of course, they get to try the extra point. It's a bad snap again. Is going to throw it into the end zone, and almost a fantastic play in the corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So at halftime, our score, McMinnville 12, Sherwood 41. We got a lot of work to do in the second half, but it's not over until it's over. And as the teams head off to the locker rooms on the far side of the field, we will take a timeout. It's halftime from Sherwood, 41-12. Bowman in the lead. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! What the hey is Ty Tomlin going to deal up for us next quarter? I can hardly wait, but it's going to be great. It's Grizzly football. Hey, tomorrow, Big Box returns Saturday and Sunday only, 9 to 5, 2155 Northeast Lafayette.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, We're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151.
Ready to set up for their festivities. Just had the dance team out on the field and did a good job there. And once the band starts playing, we'll probably cut away for a couple minutes and let you get up and get a refreshment, maybe some Cheetos or something, Pepsi or something, as we take a stretch break as well. But David, what are your thoughts on that first half for McMinnville, especially the last half of the second quarter?
Well, it's been a good game so far, and there's been a lot of positives for McMinnville. It just seems that as soon as that second quarter hit, things started kind of unravel for McMinnville. Between the interception that Cade Sullivan threw, which was uncharacteristic from what had happened in the first quarter, to then just breakdown on some of those plays and over pursuing. Even on some of those plays at the end, though, McMinnville was cleaning some of those open field tackles up a little bit. But, just some things unraveling quickly there. And Sherwood just has a high level of talent here. And it just got to give them an inch, and they'll take a mile. It's going to be quick. With Sherwood, you just can't mess around like that. You can't give them too many opportunities. Newberg was unable to capitalize last week, and McMinnville had a couple chances there where they're able to make some mistakes. But Sherwood just a different level of team. Really showing it here tonight. Absolutely.
McMinnville really came out strong in the first quarter, though, going blow to blow with the Bowman. But Bowman able to take advantage of a couple turnover and some good field position on a punt and really have blown this thing open. And we hope that Ty Tomlin can make some good defensive adjustments. McMinnville is going to get the ball to come out in the second quarter and do what they want to do. Hopefully they can go down and score and put a little bit more urgency back in the game for McMinnville tonight. I want to thank Les Schwab Tires as being one of our sponsors. At Les Schwab, they guarantee their service like they guarantee their tires. Backed by more than 400 stores throughout the West, Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing since 1952. Of course, they offer new car tires, all-season winter traction performance, and all-terrain tires in a wide range of sizes. They can get your brakes done. They do brake inspections of the full brake system, and not just your worn-out pads. You can get an appointment at your McMinnville Les Schwab Tire. They do wheel alignments. Always good to do when you get the new tires. And free flat repair. If your tire can be repaired, they'll plug it, they'll fix it, they'll patch it, whatever they can do. And don't forget, you can also get shocks, batteries, RV accessories, and all kinds of things. So as the band gets ready to prepare to play here, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back as soon as the band is done playing.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back to Sherwood High School, a nice performance by the band of some songs from Hamilton. And they did a really nice job, David, as we're looking at some scores from around the league. Of course, tonight, some league games in action. Tonight, Newberg at Liberty. Century at Glencoe, and of course, our game here, Sherwood at McMinnville. Other games in the Valley that are of interest to the Yamhill County. Dayton at Scio.
Leading 22-6.
22-6. I did not have that score, so that's a good one. Amity at Jefferson. Not sure if you have that score. Let's see. And Willamina at Santee Am tonight. So those are some games in progress. Of course, Yamhill Carleton played last night and won in a blowout. I think it was 56-12 or something like that. So teams around the Valley really doing a good job. As I have some other 6A scores here I'll pass along. Bend 14, Summit 7. That's in the second quarter. In the first quarter, Canby 7, Centennial nothing. Second quarter, Forest Grove, a team McMinnville handled pretty well. 28-7 over Southridge in the second quarter. Grant leads Franklin 21-0 in the second. Jesuit 28-6 over Westview in the second quarter. Lake Oswego 30-7 in the second quarter. Tigard trailing Lake Ridge 14-13 in the second. Over in the Salem area, we've got South Salem 27, McNary 7, Sprague 14, West Salem 6, and the other 6A score I have is Tualatin 14, West Lynn 21. Not sure if you have any other additional scores.
Game, that Tualatin, West
yes,
Lynn game.
The two tough teams right there going head-to-head in that football game. So a lot of good scores going on across the state of Oregon as usual on a wonderful Friday night for football. Weather couldn't be any better if you ask me on October 8th, 2022. McMinnville came out on the field. They're getting their final warm-ups in. We got about a minute to go here before we start the half. So what are you going to look for McMinnville as they're going to get the ball to start the half here, David? Trailing 41-12.
See if they can get to just a positive start here.
Yeah.
The game, it's a little out of reach right now, yes, but you get a little momentum going. Sherwood has scored quickly. McMinnville has shown to score quickly here. It's not impossible. They're not completely shut out. So it's not impossible for McMinnville to put up a couple scores here, but they got to be a little more disciplined here in the second half and just hopefully not get the turnovers here.
Correct.
Which have killed them more. I would have thought it would have been maybe special teams or something like that, but now you look at it, it's a couple coverage plays downfield, and then, this game has not been too out of hand, and then just untimely turnover there for McMinnville gave them a shortened field position, and that ended up being a little bit of a backbreaker as well.
It did. So McMinnville on the far side getting ready. I'm not sure which way they're going to end it up. Actually, they put 3 more minutes up back on the clock. Hey, David, why don't we take a time out here? We'll get through a couple more messages from our sponsors. We really do appreciate them. Of course, Willamette Valley Medical Center, Willamette Valley Orthopedics, Edward Jones, Macy's & Sons, Les Schwab, Big Box, couple different ads that they purchase, Andrew Physical Therapy, and of course the 200 Club. So we're just a couple minutes away from kickoff. Thanks for joining us here on YamhillToday.com. It's the Bowman 41, the Grizzlies 12. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, Give them a call, 503-472-6151. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back to Sherwood High School, David Manriquez and Jeff Ivey here to join you as Sherwood comes up to kick the ball. And it's going to be a short kick here to the near side. Taking on the bounce. That's by Blanco. He fakes the handoff, and disaster averted.
Rapp has it. It looks like he has it. But
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, disaster averted. I like the aggressive play call.
The trickery.
Get a little trickery going, but you got to make sure you get that handoff in the breadbasket when you do a play like that. So.
And I mean, it's just McMinnville trying to bust this game open, trying to find something to work.
Yep.
Because at this point, you're not going to beat Sherwood straight up.
Yep. You got to look for those little one-off plays. Hey, I just wanted to let everybody know who might be listening on yamhilltoday.com. The lucky numbers tonight in the 50-50 raffle, 296341. So if you had that ticket number, I want to make sure you come on down and collect your 50-50 raffle winnings.
Yes.
Okay, Sullivan in at quarterback, two backs in the backfield. Two wide receivers on the near side. Ball on the 12-yard or 15-yard line. Not great field position. They hand the ball off to the right side on Rapp. He's going left and he's going east and west. Too much east and west is great defensive. Wow, is that the ball flying clear on the far side? I
think they called forward progress before it got ripped out, though.
Yeah, and he's going to get maybe a yard on that play, as that play was just strung out too far on the far side. And yep, they put the ball just short of the 16-yard line right there. Second down. They'll give him a gain of a yard. So 2nd and 9.
Hey, it could have been a gain of a yard or
loss of the football.
Yeah, loss of the football out of bounds there.
Absolutely.
So let's go with the gain of the yard.
Sullivan scrambles here to the near side. Going to pass it out here on the near side. That's going to be caught. I believe is that Gibson on the reception there. Going to get the ball out to the 28, 29-yard line. Nice little play. They opened up the game with a play very similar to that for 12 yards, and they get about 12 on that play out to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and you see the Grizzlies mixing it up here with the play call, a run and then a pass, and this is a little bit more balanced, kind of what had opened up the game a little bit for the Grizzlies here. So kind of going back to their bread and butter and just mixing up the plays a little bit. Keeping Sherwood honest, because Sherwood's so athletic, you're not going to just beat them straight up.
Absolutely. And those little passes for Sullivan gives him some confidence when he makes the completion. Ball handed off in the backfield to Rapp. He twists and turns and only going to get about a yard. Yeah, they'll give him 2 out to the 31, crosses the 30.
And that would look like Nathan Fillinger, Palatoy.
We're approaching 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us on yamhilltoday.com.
And I love that Sherwood's got a whole little list of pronunciation guys here.
Yes, isn't that nice? There's about, 20 guys there that you can look down and see how to say their name and not butcher it like I do most of the time. Sullivan fakes, and he's going to get drilled from behind. The ball's out, and it looks like it's recovered by the Bowman as Sullivan had a defender come untouched off the edge and just drill him in the back, and a turnover for McMinnville.
Yeah, and there was definitely no forward motion there. He got lit up before he had a chance to get that forward.
Man, that's just too bad. That looked like a kind of a read by the defensive lineman there, the defensive end, if they go back to pass to do a blitz, and he came in, and Sullivan didn't see it coming and was hit, and the ball comes out. Excellent field position for the Bowman now. 10-10 to go in the third quarter, leading 41-12, looking to put some more points up on the board. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he got lit up there. That was a rough hit.
Just a handoff off the left side, a little sweep action. Very patient run by the running back. He's going to pick up 7-8 yards on that far side and just really not in a hurry to get any yardage. Just kind of follow the blockers down the line.
Yeah, and Gribble really showing up there. He's settling in there, just following his blocks, not doing a whole lot. And I think Sherwood here feeling a little more confident. You know, got good field position, got control of the score here. They're just going to try to grind this game out here.
I think we're going to see a lot more running here in this second half. So they hand the ball up the middle. Nope, they fake it up the middle and then do an inside handoff to the running back, who continues to pound forward down inside the 10-yard line. Going to mark him down at the 9. It's going to be first and goal for Sherwood. 9:23 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Gribble just making his way right through everyone right there. Just pounded right through. It seemed like it was going to be an outside run there, but then just turned it upfield and went right down the middle and picked up 9 yards at least on that carry.
Yeah, it was a great run, and McMinnville really starting to look down here. Now he's got to step up as they just hand the ball straight ahead. Running back going to go basically untouched into the end zone, straight up the middle. That time the touchdown by Aiden Owens. I believe that's his 3rd or 4th touchdown on the night, as he just blasts straight ahead for the touchdown for the Bowmen.
And that puts him right around 6 or 7 yards on the season.
Yeah.
For league play. So.
Yep, that's incredible. As now, well, we get to that dreaded running clock situation as Bowmen go up 35 points, looking to make it 36 here with the extra point. The kick is down, the ball's back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:21 and counting to go here in this third quarter, our score now, the Bowmen 48, the Grizzlies 12. We'll be back after this timeout.
People are always asking me, what is Big Box? So let's ask the boys.
Big box is rugs.
Big box is fridges.
Big box is furniture.
Big Box is sporting goods.
Big Box is so much more. We are open every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. We are at 2155 Northeast Lafayette Avenue. Come on down.
This season's broadcast here on Yamhill Today is brought to you by the 200 Club. Thank you to the 200 Club for their support of Grizzly football right here.
As we come back to live action here from Sherwood High School, 48-12, the Bowmen in the lead, getting ready to kick off with just over 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The ball is kicked, and it's a deep kick this time. Going to go drive receiver all the way back to the 7-yard line. That's going to be Rapp, and he's going to be hit and almost knocked down. Well, I guess they are going to knock him down, but good job of keeping his balance was Rapp, and they're going to put him right at the 20-yard line here for McMinnville to start this drive in the third quarter. That's really just an unfortunate turnover there, David, deep in their own territory. Sherwood, of course, takes advantage of it and extends their lead to 36 points here. You know, after that first quarter of play, I really thought McMinnville had a good chance to hang with Sherwood, but they have just really taken control since about halfway through that second quarter of play.
Yeah, and Sherwood just, going right to what their strengths are. They've ran the ball there well, and it just right down the middle. I mean, they didn't disguise anything. They didn't go for any trickeration. Nope. They just played straight up football there.
Sullivan hands the ball off to Rapp off the right side. He's got a little crease. He bursts through it and fighting his way all the way out to the 31-yard line. A nice run there on first down for a first down.
Yeah, and that's a very challenging run there as Rapp went right to the teeth of the defense where the Bowmen have been the strongest. So great run there, and that's just individual effort there. I mean,
was
good blocking there by the Grizzlies. Obviously, it's a team effort there, but great job there by Rapp to keep on fighting forward after he got past the initial blocks there.
First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Clock continues to move. Going to be under 6:30 here to go. And this play commences. Snap back to Sullivan. He's going to hand it straight ahead to Rapp again. Hit in the backfield and going to get forward for maybe a yard, possibly 2 on the play.
Yeah, and that's been the challenge for the Grizzlies tonight is that front four there by the Bowmen. They've just continuously broken it up. And, I mean, right now they've even got a rotation of different guys in there. So, the Bowmen are really stacked when it comes to the big boys up front.
Clock continues to move. We're now at 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on YamHillToday.com. Wish we had better score to give you, but McMinnville continues to play hard. Sullivan in the backfield, drops back to pass, surveys, gets pressure, now pulls the ball down, going to run on the far side, throws it late, it's got a wide, what an almost impressive play on the far side by Tyler Mishler, I believe, as the ball just out of his outstretched hands, as Sullivan was getting pressure and had to pull the ball down and decide if he was going to run or pass, and he decided right at the last minute to pass.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Mishler's one of the players that has he's got 165 on the season so far in league play, receiving yards, and McMinnville just have a hard time getting him involved with the offense there. And just a really crazy scramble and toss there by Sullivan. Really difficult play there. Heads up and great play there to just toss the ball in there and give his receiver a chance to make a play on the ball without involving the defense there.
3rd and 7. Pass out. Sullivan almost with a fantastic catch on the far side. That again was Mishler in and out of his hands. Nice defense there, and McMinnville's going to send out the punt team here with 4:40 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, after that one play there where Jalen Moore got beat over the top, he's been very active on the defensive side, and that great play there to break up the pass. Like I said, Tyler Mishler has been a key to the success for the Grizzlies, and tonight just been kept quiet.
Of course, we are in running clock. Snap back. The punt is blocked, and it's going to dribble out of bounds at about the 28-yard line of McMinnville. So it goes from bad to worse for McMinnville, as now they've had a punt blocked on the play. I'm not sure who got their hand up on that, but Sherwood takes over with excellent field position now with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and he just went in there untouched there. And the Grizzlies were expecting the Sherwood special teams there to pin their ears back and go after the kicker, but for some reason or another, one of them got through there.
Sherwood starters remain in the ball game at this point. Under 3.5 to go here. The clock continues to move with the running time. The only time it will stop will be in between quarters, or if there's an injury, or just going to hand the ball off here on the right side. The back takes it off the right side, and good pursuit by the defense that time. Holds the running back to about a gain of 3 out down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that looked like it might have been Luke Wirt there on the carry.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. So it looks like the number 1 and 2 running backs are not at least receiving the ball. They're probably still on the field, but they're not running the ball there.
Case and Covert still in at quarterback. We're now at 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second long 8, short 7.
We got Carson Mullins there.
A little bit of a fly sweep again, and the running back's going to take it. He's going to be run down the far sideline, down to about the 17-yard line. Going to be another first down for the Bowmen, and this drive continues. And the Bowmen just basically doing anything they want to right now.
Yeah, because that's a secondary guy. That was Keaton Fried, so haven't seen him touch the ball tonight.
Nope.
And that was a good little play there by him.
You gotta love to be a running back in this offense, because a lot of guys get to carry the ball.
Yeah, you get an opportunity. If you stay focused and you really execute throughout the season during practice, you definitely have an opportunity to run the ball.
Look for the Bowmen to continue to run the ball. They're going to hand it just off the right side. The running back breaks through the hole. Going to be down to about the 5, maybe 4-yard line, straight up the middle. And this Bowman team is really clicking right now on all cylinders.
Yeah, that front line there just opened up a big old gap for the running back there. And Carson Mullins just ripped off a nice little run there. And now Sherwood just controlling the point of attack at will now.
And they're really not doing anything special here. That was a straight ahead handoff, so not trying to do a lot of misdirection or anything in the backfield. They're just lining up and saying, hey, our guys are beating yours, and that's just the way it's going to be tonight. And that offensive front has done a good job making some holes. Man in motion across the backfield. Handed off on the right side to the running back. He's going to walk into the end zone again for the touchdown. That's number 4, Carson Mullins, 6 foot, 190-pound running back. He's just a junior, and with that score, it's now 54-12. The Bowmen expand their lead.
Yeah, and that was just a good little handoff there right in the middle they just ripped the play open. I mean, it's at this point Sherwood's just going right to their strengths, and that's the middle of the field. Unfortunately for McMinnville, you know, it's at this point in the game when you have this many scores, it's a little bit harder to get your boys to keep their head in the game and keep the score a little bit more manageable there.
The kick is up and the kick is good. So with 45 seconds to go, it's 55-12. You know what, let's get a couple final messages in here from our sponsors here, David. So we'll take a quick timeout with the Grizzlies trailing 54-12 with 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy.
Back to live play. Ropp takes the kickoff in the backfield and is going to bring it out to the 25-yard line. So McMinnville will start there, 1st and 10, trailing 54-12. About 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Grizzlies take over, 1st and 10.
While we have a minute, we want to say thank you to Les Schwab Tires. At Les Schwab Tires, for over 50 years, McMinnville Les Schwab Tires has been committed to providing their customers the most for their tire dollar. Price, value, and selection. Les Schwab Tires doing the right thing since 1952. The employees at our local Les Schwab Tire believe in giving back to the community where they live and where they work. They sponsor activities large and small, supporting youth programs, helping families in need, and raising funds for good causes, because those are the values they believe in. Les Schwab Tires. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. It's 54-12, the Bowmen with a commanding lead. We'll be back after these messages.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! What the hey is Ty Tomlin going to deal up for us next quarter? I can hardly wait, but it's going to be great. It's Grizzly football! Hey, tomorrow, Big Box returns Saturday and Sunday only, 9 to 5, 2155 Northeast Lafayette.
On the first play out of the timeout there for in between quarters, Sullivan takes the ball off the right side and decides to keep it and get the ball out to the 33-yard line for a pickup of 8 on the play. A nice little designed run there for Mr. Sullivan.
Yeah, and the Sherwood linebacker there lit him up as he picked up the yardage there, though.
So this is where you always worry about having your starters in down so big that you get an injury at a non-crucial time of the game, I guess you could say, where maybe you get some young guys out there and not risk having the starters out there. But Sullivan continues to be quarterback. He drops back. He's looking deep. He's got a man wide open. Well, not quite wide open, but Mishler was trying to break wide open there deep on the deep pass play. And I like that play call. 2nd and short. Go ahead and go deep.
Yeah, and he had to put the ball there where it was at least out of the reach of the defensive back and catchable for his receiver. His receiver obviously about a step back from it, but good idea there. At this point, you got to take some risks. You're not going to lose anything at this point.
You sure do. Okay, 3rd and 2. 10:35 to go in the game. Going to give the ball straight ahead to Rapp, and he's going to be hitting the backfield and try and lunge forward, and I think he's going to be just short of the line to gain. Well, maybe the official's going to be kind to him because he walks up and he puts the ball down, and he's pointing for the first down. So I would say that's a friendly spot by the official.
Very friendly. Rapp got up, shook in there.
Yeah.
That might have been.
Drive continues. 10 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Sherwood 54, the Grizzlies 12. On what started out as a good night for the Grizzlies. They were hanging tough and keeping score up with Sherwood, and then that second quarter happened, and ever since then it's kind of been downhill. 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Sullivan in the backfield, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, looking on the flat, caught by somebody behind the post. I'm not quite sure, but he comes bursting through. And is that Mason Yoakum with the reception? That post couldn't have been in a better spot on that play to see what happened there, but a nice quick pass. We saw that early on where the passes were shorter, and Sullivan able to make some good plays there, and Yoakum with a nice reception.
Yeah, Sullivan did a good job early on finding those soft spots within the coverage and, hitting guys where they were open.
Going to pitch the ball here on the near side to Rapp. He's going to break around the near side. Does a little whipsy-do and gets out to the 59-yard, or 15. Oh, my goodness. 50-yard line.
You've been watching too much Canadian football on the weekends.
They don't even have a 59-yard line. No, they got a 55. Clock continues to move. We're under 9 minutes now to go in the ball game. McMinnville obviously not in any hurry, taking their time. Going to make sure they're going to work on some things here. David, got next game coming up for McMinnville is another league game. Going to be at home next week as the ball snapped back. Sullivan reaches down, gets it, picks it up, throws it out on the far sideline, and it's dropped.
And really unfortunate
that might
there.
be Rue on the far side.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, as the Grizzlies, you want to finish this game with some sort of positive. And right there, the quarterback mishandled the ball, recovered, did a good job, and then tossed it out wide there.
Yep. That was actually Ackerman on the far side.
And it's crazy because Ackerman had a great game last week. He had some big-time plays, and it's just that momentum, that flow of the game, that confidence is just lacking for the Grizzlies right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can get a couple plays going here and just build something to go confident into next week. You know what I mean? Obviously, you're not going to come back on Sherwood at this point in the game, but you want to have some sort of building blocks going into the next week.
3rd and 7. Sullivan drops down. The ball's going to be thrown just high out of the reach of Thomas, I believe.
That was
That was Yoakum. Oh, that 9 and that 8 from this difference, that's tough for me. McMinnville obviously going to go for it here on 4th and 6, trailing 54-12 with 7:20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and Yoakum there, uncharacteristically, started to run without the ball. He usually does a good job at, receiving that ball and then taking off. He was a little too eager to get going and, just lost focus on that ball.
Big play here, 4th and 6. Trips to the far side. Sullivan's going to sprint out to the far side, drops back, lobs it up over the top, and that's going to be smashed. The play was there, and Gibson made the catch and then took the hit. And that's going to be over on downs for the Bowmen.
Yeah, and it looks like Gibson even lost his helmet there.
That was a
he got lit up.
Big hit there. So we now under 6:35 to go here in the rest of the ball game. 54-12. Bowmen take over 1st and 10 at their 46-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a new quarterback in for Bowmen. That's going to be P.J. Cook, I believe, or is he a wide receiver? Sorry, my bad. Thought he was coming in at quarterback.
Yeah, even the backups are getting lighting these guys up right now.
Might be Jackson Bell in at quarterback, number 9. Not quite sure who we got out there, but Jackson Bell, there we go. And look for Sherwood just to run some simple plays here. Got the smaller offensive line, hand up to the first man up the middle, and immediately stopped by the front of that McMinnville defense. Right there, congratulations. Good play there by Hunter Hopkins. He's had a kind of a tough night, as not many of those front guys for McMinnville have made a lot of plays in the within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're playing someone like Sherwood, essentially your interior guys are just hoping to shift their blocks a little bit and, give the linebackers an opportunity to make a play. A lot of times we haven't seen the interior guys making those tackles.
Yeah. 5:22 now to go. Clock continues to move. 2nd and 9. High snap, pulled out of the air and just straight ahead again to the up back. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards out to the 50-yard line.
Brandon Brinney there doing a good job at wrapping him up and bringing him down.
That's the name we haven't said a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's.
We said his name a lot last week.
A couple guys, like I said. Seahauer is someone that we haven't seen too much of tonight. Brinney also another guy that we haven't seen a whole lot.
Have we
tonight.
said Faye's name at all tonight? Logan Faye?
No, I'm not, and I'm not sure if he.
Or Landon, I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah,
Landon,
he's out there.
Is he?
I've seen him. He was not announced as a starter, but I've seen him out there the whole game, and I don't think I've mentioned his name more than maybe once, not more than 2 times tonight. 3rd and 7. He's going to fake the handoff, sprint out to the right side. Nice pass on the far side, going to be caught and taken out of bounds, but not before the wide receiver gains a 1st down on the far side down to the 42-yard line of McMinnville.
Yeah, and now they're just playing pitch and catch with each other. Some backyard football here.
Good enough for a
Bowman continued to move.
It's hard to tell who that was. I think it's Ezra Jimenez who ended up catching that ball out of the backfield there. And Sherwood now just, trying to babysit this lead and just milk the clock here.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that as we go under 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and like I said, McMinnville at this point, you're just hoping to come up, make some positive plays. Yeah, exactly, and build for next week because at the end of the day, you still have league and you still have an opportunity to make playoffs. You got to end with a good record. So it's hardly easy, but the Grizzlies still have an opportunity to, capitalize on the season and still end well.
Absolutely. Well, they ran a little fly sweep action there and going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage, so to speak. I wouldn't call it necessarily quite a fly sweep, but they bring a man in motion deeper into the backfield. And Sherwood just taking their time. This game was over late in the 2nd quarter when Sherwood expanded some dominance. Since then, they've just been kind of moving at will.
Yeah, the turning point for them definitely was that interception. That interception, up to that point, that had been one of the strengths for McMinnville, the pass game. The pass game was working out for McMinnville. They had been throwing accurately, and they'd been gaining large chunks of yardage, opening up the run game for themselves. And once that interception came, you really saw a big shift in energy. Whereas Sherwood felt, oh, hey, we've made an adjustment here. We've taken away one of their key strengths tonight, and from there it was all she wrote for the Grizzlies.
3rd and 8, ball at the 40, 2.5 to go here in the game. Sherwood in control. He's gonna fake the handoff. Quarterback rolls out and has a wide receiver open on the far side. A nice catch, and then tossed out of bounds. But the drive continues. That was a pass out to
Kalo Hall.
Kalo Hall. He's a 6'1", 165-pound sophomore, and he had a nice grab to go down low and make that reception.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out who some of these guys are right now because it's second unit, but they're making some good plays.
They are, for sure.
Having to skim the roster a little bit and find some of these guys, but
going deep.
Yeah, hey, they're doing good though. They're definitely making the most of their opportunity.
Yeah. A lot of starters still out there for McMinnville, though. They're going to hand the ball up straight up the middle, and running back's going to get about 3 yards, but a yellow piece of dirty laundry comes flying in from the official in the backfield. That's most likely going to be a hold as we now approach 1:30 to go here in the ball game.
What's interesting tonight, man, is the Grizzlies have had 2 things that have killed them this season. That's been special teams plays.
Yep.
And penalties.
Yeah, and penalties have not really played a lot
not
for
a
them
factor
tonight. Maybe
whatsoever,
3 or 4 or 5
yeah.
penalties at the most tonight.
And then same thing with special teams. They haven't, outside of the block punt, that wasn't necessarily a game-shifting play. The momentum had already shifted, but their special teams hasn't been too bad tonight. So it's just kind of surprising that they've struggled in the aspects of the game that they have tonight. But there was successes in the pass game too tonight, which was something we hadn't seen for a good part of the season. We've had a lot of overthrows and just miscommunication as far as routes go with quarterbacks and receivers this year. So
Sherwood takes a knee, and we'll probably have one more play here, one more knee, and that will be the ball game. So it looks like our final score is going to be 54-12. Sherwood over McMinnville, and that's going to drop McMinnville to 1-2. Sherwood's going to move in league, 1-1 in league. Sherwood's going to move to 2-0 in league. Sets up a big game next week at home for McMinnville against Glencoe. Glencoe will be, they were 1-4 entering tonight's game, so it might be a little bit of a reprieve for McMinnville as we have the final 10 seconds of the clock counting down here, and the game will be over. So that's going to be our final score from Sherwood High School. It's the Bowman 54, the Grizzlies 12. We'll have a quick post-game show when we come back after these commercial messages. Again, the final 54-12, Sherman over the Grizzlies.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. When a loved one leaves us, Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you have lots of questions and you need someone to walk with in every step of the way. Burial or cremation and a myriad of other options, let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville. Give them a call, 503-472-6151. At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
And we are back at Sherwood High School, where the Sherwood football fans are celebrating at the middle of the field. While over here on the right side, down by the end zone, McMinnville coaches giving a pep talk to their team that was handily defeated tonight, 54-12. But you know what? The beauty is, tonight's not the last game of the year. We got 3 more to go, David. It starts next week at home against Glencoe. It's a Thursday night game. We'll be live here on yamhilltoday.com Thursday night. Next week on the 13th at 7 p.m. So you got to get rid of this one. You got to get it out of the memory banks quick, take away some good plays you had in the first quarter, and then erase the memory banks and get ready for the next week.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like 2 of the things that McMinnville struggled with quite a bit this season were some of the things that they did a little bit better as far as special teams and the penalties tonight.
Yes.
So that was a good thing.
Much improvement there.
Yeah, a lot of improvement, and I feel like overall they have some positives to walk away with here for tonight. And, you know, like you said, homecoming game next week, so they have an opportunity to bounce back and get a little more confidence and close out the season on a strong note. Yep,
so Grizzlies are now 3-3 overall, 1-1 in league. Not out of it. Certainly playoffs in the minds of the Grizzlies tonight, but Ty Tomlin's got to bring them back next week for some good practices as they get ready to host the Glencoe Tigers. It's going to be a fun game, and we'll have all the action next week on Yamhill Today. So tough game tonight for McMinnville. Look for them to bounce back. They've done it before, and I look for them to come back strong next week and really work on the things that they can do and have a competitive game.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us tonight here on Yamhill Today.
Yeah, yamhilltoday.com. For David Manriquez, I'm Jeff Ivey. Again, our final from Sherwood, 54-12, the Bowman over the Grizzlies. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday night as McMinnville hosts Glencoe.
Drops back and dumps it off. The wrap. He
cuts to the inside for 2, the 10,
Nice.
the 5, touchdown! And so, and here they go. They're going to drop back. Mulman's going to throw across the center. It's intercepted! Intercepted right there by the linebacker. Here we go. Hoskinson drops back, looks to the right. He's going to take it himself. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies!